Hello everybody, Silver Picker here, and today's video is going to be kind of a quick down and dirty video, very old school style. And basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you a grab bag that I put together for one of my Instagram followers. If you're not following me on Instagram, this is definitely the time to do so. I'm starting to post there a whole lot. You can follow me at The Silver Picker on Instagram and definitely check it out because I'm posting a lot of cool stuff there. So one of my Instagram followers messaged me and asked me to put together a $150 grab bag for him. So I'm doing just that. So without further ado, let's crack into this pile and we'll go one by one and see what I am putting in. Well, let's start with some of the bills before we get into the coins. There's a whole lot of variety here, and that's one of the things that I try and do when I'm making a grab bag. And in this case, I've got a really nice variety of American and some other banknotes. Now, right here we have a $2 US note, or a United States note. You can see here it says United States note as opposed to Federal Reserve note. So if you open up your wallet, take a look, it's gonna say Federal Reserve note on all the bills that you have. So this is a red seal $2 bill. I'm including that right there. We've got two different, I guess I won't spoil the surprise. So we've got two different $1 silver certificates. So here you can see it says United States note, here it says silver certificate. One is from 1957 and one is from 1935. So we've got three different US bills. And in addition to that, we also have a couple of bills from north of the border. And in this case, they look pretty identical, right? They're both from 1967. See, 1867 and 1967. It's celebrating the centennial of the Canadian Confederation. But there are two distinct differences, and those are here in the serial number. This one here is very strange. It was made as a collector's item, but still legal tender. And you can see here that instead of the serial number, there's 1867 to 1967. And here, there is just a normal serial number. So I'm giving him one of each of these, and that will also be part of the collection. And I think that these are just really, really cool notes. I have a couple of these in my own collection, and eventually I'm going to embark on a currency typeset for Canada as well as my US currency typeset. Now we have a couple more notes, but before we do, let's get into some of the coins. Right here, we've got a United States proof set. Now, I always mention how I love these from the late 70s and 80s because it feels like a cassette. And that's just so 80s to me. And check this out. Isn't this awesome? Opens up like that and slides out. See, just super cassette-like. And in this case, you see we've got a Susan B. Anthony dollar, as well as the Kennedy half, the quarter, the nickel, the dime, and the penny. So very cool. And they're in spectacular shape, of course. So he will get one of those. And I really do try and just keep it varied. Whenever I'm making a grab bag, I want them to get a lot of variety, but also a lot of quality. So if you buy a grab bag from me, and again, this is not my business, so it's not like I have grab bags at the ready. It's kind of just like whenever I have extra stuff lying around, if somebody asks me for a grab bag, kind of first come, first serve. But I always make sure to put in a chock full of value. For example, here we go. We've got ourselves an 1885 Morgan silver dollar. Now again, remember, you're following along down here where the prices are and the values, and this is a $150 grab bag. And you'll see that I value my coins very reasonably. They're within the market rates in general, but they're sort of at the low to mid end of the market rates for these coins. So you get variety with my grab bags and you get value. Let's take a look at some more variety stuff while we're at it. Now, this is for a collector that is located in the United Kingdom. So I tried to include some basic stuff that's not super valuable, but is very interesting from the US. So here we have a United States Missouri sales tax token, and just a couple more items that are sort of just run-of-the-mill for many of my American viewers. We've just got a 1941 S Jefferson nickel, pretty standard. We've got ourselves a pretty worn V nickel. But hey, I had it lying around and I'm not including it for that much value, so why not? And we've got two wheat cents, a 1920S and a 1949, both in not bad shape. And of course, we've always got to include an Indian head cent. This one's in 1904 and it is in excellent condition. It's very hard to see with the glare from the 2x2, but it is, you can see Liberty really well on the headdress, and it's just a really nice coin. And one more sort of common-ish American coin, but certainly interesting nonetheless. This is a $1 American Innovators coin, and this is the first patent, and that's George Washington's signature, although I cannot for the life of me read it, even knowing that it's George Washington's signature. But it's a very cool coin, and it's something that, as a Brit, you probably wouldn't come across, even though it's not super rare. I also have a few other sort of common American coins, but ones that are nice for a collection. I'm including 5 different US steel cents. You guys know how much I love these. I just love the story behind them. You know, war effort, needed to change the metal composition in order to support the Allied fight against the Axis powers during World War II. I'm including 5 buffalo nickels in varying conditions. Some are pretty worn, like this one was nickel-dated, you can see, but this one you can see a clear date, 1936. So we've got 5 different nickels, all in varying degrees of condition. And back to some silver. Don't forget, we've got lots of silver. I always include lots of silver in these grab bags. So we've got 3 different Roosevelt nickels. We've got a 1960, a 1964, and another 1964. So we've got a few different pieces of silver on the board, but it's not just gonna be, you know, these rosies. We've also got a couple of super nice toned mercs. Now, I'm looking at it through the camera right now, and it kind of just looks dark, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the lighting, but these actually have a beautiful rainbow toning. They are a little dark, but they are rainbow toned and definitely have a little premium on them because of how nice they look in person. I'm really disappointed that the camera's not picking this up. I'm using my iPhone today to shoot as opposed to my fancy schmancy camera, so maybe that's part of it, but in any case, you saw a little glint of it there, but these are super nice coins, and I'm sure he's gonna be very happy with those. In addition to that, I've also got 4 BU wheat cents of all different years. These are really nice shape. You can see all that beautiful mint luster, and there are a few of these. Yes, I know I'm not wearing gloves, but these are not super valuable coins. They're nice though, they're nice. And in order to have the trifecta of dimes, we've got the Roosevelt, we've got the Merc, and we've got the Barber. Here we go, we've got a 1912 Barber. It's in pretty worn condition, but certainly if he's doing a typeset and he's new to US coins, which is very likely, that's gonna be a nice piece for him. And we've got a whole bunch of foreign coins that I want to show as well. Over here, we've got, this is a teeny tiny coin. This is a Netherlands silver coin. And you can see this came out of a grab bag that was sent to me by a viewer. But as I always say when I am showing off grab bags, one of the best things about receiving grab bags is that you can take what you want from them, keep it for your collection or stack, and then pass the rest on to somebody else that may want it. So in this case, I don't collect this. I have many of these. I've bought many of these in the past. So I'm passing it on to somebody who might appreciate it more than me. So over here, we've got a couple of Canadian nickels. This one's from 1950 and in excellent shape. And this one is a really cool one. I love this design. It's from 1935. So we have 2 Canadian nickels. And these are Commonwealth countries, so it's possible that he may have these, but who knows? And another interesting British coin. This is, of course, not exactly a Commonwealth coin, but this is a coin from the British Mandate of Palestine, where the Brits ruled over what is today Israel and Jordan between when the Ottoman Empire fell and when the State of Israel and Transjordan were established. And I just love the history of these coins. I love the look of them, and I am going for a complete set. This is one of my doubles, and I thought it would be cool to pass it along. So this is a 5 mil coin from 1939. And jumping back into Canada, we have here a beautiful 1913 1-cent coin. This is a large cent from Canada. You can see Edward V over here. I love these Canadian coins, and in general, I just love large cents. I love American large cents. I love Canadian large cents. I love the British pennies. They're fantastic. I just love them for collections. I have a million of them, so passing one of these along. And if you missed my Canadian typeset video where I have a whole bunch of these, you should check it out in the card over here because that is such a fun collection. We got more silver. Don't worry, we've got more silver. Here we have a Swedish coin. I believe this is 40% silver. It's a 1 krona coin. And this one's from 1963, and it's in excellent condition. You can still see all that beautiful mint luster. So we've got really a whole nice variety of silver. And to finish off the silver, we've got ourselves a nice big chunky monkey over here with this piece dollar. This is a 1925 piece dollar, and it's in not super great shape, but the reverse is really, really nice. And it is just a super nice chunk of silver. And I also just am happy to be able to include both a Morgan dollar and a piece dollar in this lot. So we've got a whole bunch of silver here, a bunch of American silver, a bunch of foreign silver, but it ain't a silver picker grab bag unless we got some gold, baby, and specifically Goldbacks. You guys know how obsessed I am with Goldbacks. If you don't know what Goldbacks are yet, you got to check out the card over here. I've got a video explaining all the ins and outs of it. I absolutely love it. And I always try and include at least one. In this case, because it's a bigger grab bag, it's $150, I can include three. So this is, or three notes. These two are one Goldback notes, and these are the Utah varieties, the originals. This is the 2019 you can see here, and the 2020. And these are both 1/1000th of a troy ounce of gold. And we've got the bigger note over here. This is the 5 Utah Goldbacks. It's 1/200th of an ounce of 24 karat gold. And why are they called Goldbacks? Well, of course, it's a play on, gold-backed notes from back in the day when we had the gold standard in the United States. But of course, these are physically made out of gold, and the back is just straight up beautiful gold. How freaking sweet is that? Wow. Check that out. I am absolutely in love with these things, and I'm glad that I'm able to give him more than just one in this beautiful grab bag. And that's about it. So this was a really, really kind of basic video, just showing you what it's like when I put together a grab bag that costs $150. Obviously, this is sort of to show a contrast between what it looks like when you're buying a grab bag off eBay or one of those like scammy sites versus what you get it from a reputable source. Now, this is not, of course, going to have $10,000 worth of value in it for $150, but this has solidly $150 plus. And I always go a little bit over just to make it clear that I am making this a good, fair deal, and you are getting $150 minimum worth of coins, gold, silver, etc., and all these beautiful banknotes that we have underneath. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you like seeing me put together the grab bags that I send out, give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments, and I'll keep posting videos like this. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that big old red subscribe button. I make videos every single week about coin collecting, precious metals investing, personal finance, alternative investments, and much, much more. So I've got a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike, so stay tuned, and until then, Silver Picker out. A huge, huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. You guys are amazing. I have so much fun with you guys in the Discord. I have so much fun with you guys in our grab bag exchanges, and I can't wait to do the next one. If you're not yet a patron and want to become one, the links are below, and I can't wait to meet you personally in the Discord.